Hi, I'm Kaushik. This is how a leader is described in sign language: leadership rooted in principles. Think of the moment you're at your dining table waiting for your favorite meal to be served. You're already imagining the wonderful aroma, texture, flavor, color, waiting to have a delightful experience. Can you tell me one important ingredient that's essential for you to have a delightful experience? It's not the costliest ingredients. It's not the choicest vegetables. It is, dear friends, salt. Salt leadership is my preferred style of leadership. Why? Because salt has three important characteristics. Number one, it's indispensable. Just like a leader should be dependable for all the followers, salt is indispensable. Most importantly, salt cannot be too much or too less. Same way, the leader should not impose their presence to the extent that they exclude others, or they should not be passive to the extent that they are considered irresponsible or unaccountable. It should be delivered at the right quantity. Number two, illustrative. Salt brings out the goodness of the rest of the ingredients to make the recipe really tasteful. Similarly, a leader, by his or her own example, brings out the goodness in others and brings out their true potential. And number three, invisible. Salt is invisible. Similarly, a leader should be driven by passion and rally the team for greater success. Sindhutai Sapkal, a lady in Maharashtra, in her young age, when she was married, she stood up against corrupt practices of the local landlords. And irked by this, they sought revenge by maligning her character. She was actually carrying a child at that moment. Despite this, her own husband chose to kill her. She was thrown into a cow barn, waiting to be trampled by the cows. But by destiny, she was protected by a cow. At that moment, she decided, I will give back something to society. Later on, she moved away from the village, struggled for a living with a newborn child, and the challenges became so insurmountable that she chose to end her life. Fortunately, she was reminded of her own pledge to give back something to society. She chose to help the nearby orphans. She became indispensable for the children in the neighborhood. She became illustrative by her own confidence and courage. She brought out the good potential in all the children, to the extent several of them are well educated and well established in society today. And most importantly, she remained invisible. She did not do this out of a need for fame. She did this out of her own willingness or wantingness to give back something to society. Sindhutai Sapkal, in my opinion, exemplifies salt leadership. This is not restricted to social sector or some extreme cases. Each of us in our own corporate journey, in our personal lives, wherever it may be, we can exemplify salt leadership. The next time you have your meal, remember, salt leadership rooted in principles of indispensable, illustrative, invisible. Thank you.